from a personal perspective?
It was obviously playing the Ryder Cup is super, super special. It's something that I think is, one of the coolest, coolest things to be a part of, especially growing up in Norway, playing a lot of junior golf in Europe, a lot of team golf, and going to college, playing on a team, and I just love that atmosphere. So to be part of a Ryder Cup was very special. Obviously, it was tough for me as a rookie playing away and not having very many European fans there. And I felt like I played some good golf. I just struggled a little bit around the green, and even on the green, I just didn't putt it very well. And obviously the short game woes that I've been vocal about before, I think kind of expressed themselves a little bit that week. So it was a little bit bitter experience. I would have liked to have done better and put some more points on the board. But I think this time around, I feel like I'm a way more complete player. We're playing at home, and I think the home crowd advantage is going to be a lot different than it was at Whistling Straits. So I don't know exactly what we're getting into, but I feel like it's going to be a different experience.
Given what you've achieved, maybe about who's playing with who?
Yeah, I think we're all just trying to get to know each other a little bit better, even though most of the guys would see each other every single week. Some of them, some of the guys on the team play over here mainly, and other part of the team play over in the States a lot. So it was just a great time to spend together, see how the golf course was. Not everyone on the team had seen the course before. I had played the Italian Open last year. The rough was certainly a lot juicier even back then, which, for that week it was very thick. So I think we'll probably see a tough Marco Simone. In terms of the pairings, I just showed up to the tee time and played, so you should probably ask the captains for the pairings instead.
We'll go to Martin next, please.
Having seen him in the flesh, and what you think he can do?
Yeah, so I've only played with him one time, and it was recently. Very, very impressive. Obviously, I've been paying attention to his results, and I remember this is over a year ago, we had a FaceTime together, got to know him a little bit there, and I've gone to dinner with him probably once. So I hadn't spent very much time with him, and just watching his results. I'm just very impressed, not just the golf stuff, because I've hardly seen his golf swing, or I don't know anything about his game, but just the way he carried himself, his demeanor, seemed very mature, seemed to enjoy the moment, but wasn't scared. And I think that's the type of personality that's going to fit very nicely into the Ryder Cup. It didn't seem like the moment was too big for him. And I think that in itself, as a rookie, just being professional for a couple months, I think that is way more impressive than any accomplishment that he's made as a professional golfer, results-wise.
Just to quickly follow
in a couple weeks.
Yeah, when I played it last year in the Italian Open, I honestly not a big fan of the golf course. It's very blind, and for a stroke play event, I was not a big fan. This time around, when I played it, I still don't think it's an amazing stroke play event or golf course, but for match play, I think it's going to be super exciting because there's a good mix of the holes that are easy, that you can make birdies and you can make eagles, but there's also some extremely difficult holes where if you make a par, you could win the hole. So I think that makes for a really good Ryder Cup because you're not going to see too many halved holes. I feel like there's going to be a lot of movement, and I think that makes for an exciting Ryder Cup, especially the shots required as well. They're very demanding. You have to drive it well off the tee or else it's going to be very, very difficult. Some of the pin placements, too, they allow for iron shots to get really, really close if you hit a good shot. And if you miss it, you're going to have a very difficult up and down. So I just think there's a lot that can happen, and nothing is over until it's over.
John, please.
Viktor, are you a client, so to speak, of